Why do us as people worry about things instead of having faith that things are going to get taken care of? Why do us as people worry about the same problems every day, every week, every month, every year, instead of putting our faith that the problem is going to be solved, instead of putting our faith of the past situations that we made it through and understand that we can make it through this thing, instead of putting our faith in things to be done for our life? We worry about things and we worry ourselves to death. We worry ourselves to sleep. We worry ourselves to tears. We will worry about things so much in our life, but we never put our faith to the test and have faith that a problem gonna happen for your life. I'm guilty of this. I promise you, I worry so much sometimes about things that I can't control. And that's why I worry, because I think that it's not gonna happen for my life, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough. And I have fell victim to that so many times, but I'm done worrying. I'm choosing to have faith that my situation gonna see its way through. I'm choosing to have faith that I can be successful. I'm choosing to have faith instead of worrying. You see, we have to stop worrying, giving into worry, and we have to give into faith. Don't you understand? The same way that you give into worry is that easier to give into faith. And I want to tell you today that if you give into faith, it's going to help you more. It's going to give you confidence more that it's going to get taken care of, and it's going to better your life. But when you constantly give into worry, it's just going to cause you stress. It's going to cause you anxiety. It's going to make you think you're a failure, and it's going to make you want to quit and give up in life. So listen, this is the message for today. This is all I want to tell you. This is what you need to do. Instead of worrying about a situation, use that same energy to have faith that situation is going to work in your favor. Instead of worrying about the problem, instead of worrying yourself to sleep, instead of worrying yourself to tears, have faith and tap into that faith instead of worrying. The same way that you tap into worrying, the same way you go into complaining, doubting, thinking that it's not going to happen, I just need you to tap into your faith and believe and trust it's going to happen. Listen, it's the power of the mind and the power of the tongue. In your mind, you worry, so out your mouth, you worry. In your mind, you struggle with thinking that it's not going to happen, so out your mouth, that's what happens. You express that that's not going to happen. But when you have faith, when you just take time and have faith and believe that it's going to happen for your life, believe you can be successful, believe that you can achieve those hopes and dreams, believe that you can make it through that situation. When you believe and have faith, then worry does not consume your life. Anxiety does not consume your life. Stress does not consume your life. Y'all, we're so stressed out because we're so worried. We're so stressed out because we doubting it. It's because we can't see it and we can't control it. So we're stressed out about it. But what you have to do is stop stressing out about it. Stop worrying about it and put your faith to the test. Put your faith to the test that God is going to deliver you. Put your faith to the test that God is going to see you through. Put your faith to the test that you are going to be successful, that it's going to work out in your favor, that God is doing something great in your life. Listen, I want to give you an example. So many times in my life, I have problems, and the first thing I do when a problem comes, I get to worrying. Man, what if I can't solve this problem? What if this problem is just too much for me? Or what if this go wrong? What people going to think of me? When you start to worry, you are not adding a single day to your life. You are not adding any solution to that problem. All you're doing is worrying and doubting the problem. All you're doing is stressing yourself out. But what if the next time a problem came in my life, I said, man, I'm going to tap into my faith muscle. When something happened in my life, I just pause and say, man, I know what it looked like, man, but I believe I can make it better. I believe that it can get better. What are some ways I can solve this problem? What are some solutions to my problem where I can believe that I can work it out for my life, that God is working in my favor? It may look bad on one end, but God may work it out in your favor. You see, you got to understand, sometimes we have to stop believing reality. I know this is a hard concept to understand, but we got to stop believing reality, and we have to believe where our faith lies in Christ and God. We have to believe in our faith that we can make it through. You see, sometimes you go through hard things, right? You may injure yourself. Somebody may hurt your feelings. You may get fired from your job. A situation on the outside, reality looks like that it's not happening because that's just one version of reality. You have to realize you create the version of reality in your mind. If you have enough faith, if you believe enough, if you just keep speaking to existence, it will come to life. You see, what's came to life is already happened and it's real and it's happened. but that doesn't mean that they cannot change. That does not mean that your fate can alter your future, that your fate can alter your present, that your fate can alter your right now. You got to believe and you got to have faith that it's going to work out for your life. Sometimes, and then listen, this is another thing. Everything that's bad happening to you ain't always bad. We think because somebody walked out of our life, that's always bad. We think because we lost a job, that's always bad. No, maybe God had to get rid of some people in your life. Maybe God had to remove you from a job for that season. Maybe God wants you to get away from that job because it was stressing you out. It was tearing you down. You working at that job and it's stressing you out. And so you stressing over it and you have anxiety and you worrying about it. Maybe God got you fired or he told you to leave that job because you need to stop worrying and have faith and trust that he's going to deliver you, that he's going to overcome those things in your life, that you can trust in him, put your faith in him, and that he will help you with everything in your life. I'm telling you, y'all, listen, I was reading Matthew chapter 6 and I was reading about worrying. It was in verse 24 through 35. And they talked about worrying. And don't you know that God created you for greatness? Don't you know that God created you because how much he loved you and he gave you the power to have a life, to have purpose, to have a vision? In the word, Matthew chapter 6, God says, don't you think that God created you to be greater than the lilies in the field, the birds in the sky? They don't worry. So why do we worry? Stop worrying and doubting God. Stop worrying. But listen, this is the advice I want you to do. And this is the last thing. Instead of worrying, instead of when you have a problem, you go worrying. God has told us in Matthew chapter 6, verse 33, he says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. Instead of worrying about your problem, seek God. Tap into your faith. Instead of worrying about, oh man, I just lost my job. I don't know what to do. You stressing about it every day? No, just pray to God. Say, God, I lost my job. I need you to make a way for me. I'm trusting and believing that you got a better opportunity for me. I'm trusting and believing you're going to keep me afloat while I don't have a job these next month or 6 months. God, I'm believing that you're going to make a way for me while I'm going through this part of my life when I don't have a job. You see, just the same way you can go to worrying, you can easily tap into your faith. The same way you can doubt, you can easily just believe. So what are you going to choose to do today? I need you to start having faith and stop worrying. I need you to start having faith and stop stressing out. I need you to start believing and stop doubting. Christion Willett here, the voice of my generation. Listen, thank you so much for watching. Man, you guys have been amazing, leaving amazing comments that has really helped my spirit, helped me keep going. I thank y'all so much. Make sure that you like this video and make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos. Remember, my goal is to help change you. My goal is to help you grow. My goal is to help you become a better person. My goal is to help you get closer to God and know your purpose. So make sure that you keep watching my videos. This is day 3 of year 2025, and my goal is to post a video every single day. So this is video 3 of 2025. My goal is to post a video every single day. So make sure that you check out my website if you want to book a one-on-one call with me as well. I'll leave the link to my website in the description. Christion Willett, the voice of my generation. I'm out.